Good. Good morning to all of you. Let's begin today's class. Question number 15 of chapter number 10. The question reads, compare and contrast the development of India, China and Pakistan with respect to some salient human development indicators. That is your question. Okay. It is clear that right now, it is clear that first point, China is moving ahead of both India and Pakistan in terms of indicators of human development. This is true for most of the indicators income indicator, such as GDP per capita or proportion of population below poverty line or health indicators such as mortality rates, access to sanitation, literacy, life expectancy, or malnourishment. In 2015, China was in high in 2015, China was in high human development category, India in medium human development category, and Pakistan in low human development category. Second point, Pakistan is ahead of India in A point, reducing the proportion of people below the poverty line and reducing the proportion of people below the international poverty rate of $1.25 a day, and population with access to improved water source. Third point, Pakistan is worse off in maternal mortality rate, infant mortality rate, and GNI per capita. GNI, gross national index per capita. Fourth point, in China, for 1 lakh births, only 34 women die. Whereas in India, 190 women die, and in Pakistan 170 women die. Fifth point, liberty indicator has actually been added as a measure of the extent of democratic participation in social and political social and political decision making, but it has not been given any extra weight. That's it. 16th question says, comment on the growth rate trends witnessed in China and India in the last 2 decades. Growth rate trends between India and China. So, answer. In 1980s, China had a remarkable growth rate of 10.3% when India was finding it difficult to maintain a growth rate of even 5%. After 2 decades, there is a fall in both India's and China's growth rate. China in the industrial sector has maintained a high growth rate while it is not so while it is not so in India. That's it. Question number 17. Fill in the blanks. You can fill it in your book itself. A. The first 5-year plan of Dash commenced in the year 1956. Which country? Pakistan. Write down Pakistan. Second, maternal mortality rate is high in Pakistan. Third, proportion of people below poverty line is more in India? And fourth, reforms in China were introduced in 1978. In 1978. Have we done question number 3 of your book? What similar parts or similar development strategies have India? Have we done it? What similar development strategies have India and Pakistan followed for their respective development parts? Have we done this? No? So let us do this. What similar development strategies have India and Pakistan followed for their respective development paths? Write down. The developmental initiatives taken by Pakistan were: first, in the late 1950s, and 1960s, Pakistan introduced a variety of regulated policy framework second point, both India and Pakistan followed a mixed economy approach. Both countries created a large public sector and planned to raise public expenditure on social development. Third point, India has the largest democracy of the world, while Pakistan had authoritarian militarist political power structure. That's it. I'm trying to see any question which has been undone. 7th, did we discuss question number 7th of your book? What is the important implications of the one-child norm in China? Have we done this? What is the important implication of the one-child norm in China? Write down one-child norm introduced in China in the late 1970s is the major reason for low population growth. It is stated that this measure led to a decline in the sex ratio that is the proportion of females per thousand males. That's it. Any other question undone? 9th one. Compare and contrast India and China's sectorial contribution towards GDP. What does it indicate? Question number 9. Compare and contrast India and China's sectorial contribution towards the GDP in 2003. What does it indicate? Did we do this? No? Write down. The sectorial. We have done this. Okay. We have done this. Okay. Any question which is undone? One more question you can write down. After that, we'll wrap up this chapter. Mention some examples of regional and economic groupings. Write down the question. Mention some examples. Mention some examples of regional and economic groupings. Answer is every country aims to strengthen its own domestic territory. The nations are forming regional and global economic groupings such as number 1, SAARC, SAARC, all capitals. It has 8 countries. It has 8 countries of South Asia. SAARC. Second, EU. EU has 25 independent states of European communities. 25 independent states of European communities. Third, ASEAN, ASEAN, all capitals, ASEAN. It has 5 countries of Southeast Asia. Fourth, G8. G8, group of 8, it has 8 countries. G8 has 8 countries. And G20, last one, G20, it consists of 19 world's largest economies. It consists of 19 world's largest economies. And with that, I think we have answered more or less all the questions sufficiently. We shall meet again tomorrow. Till then, all of you have a nice day and be safe.